Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, hope you're all doing well. Today we are going to be kickstarting off a little new series on the channel where it will be surviving X amount of time in so and so, say conjunction survival, void cascade, anything like that. But the little specifics of this sort of challenge idea is it's always going to be solo, so no matter what game mode we go in, whether that's Cascade, Survival, Disruption, it's always going to be solo. And the second thing is we're going to be using different frames and weapons each time we do it. So yeah, today we're going to be surviving 1 hour in a Void Cascade. We are using Nyx with a Latron and an Epitaph and a glaive. We're not going to see much glaive gameplay, but the Latron I thought I would, put on due to the fact it's in canon this week. So yeah, and Nyx I recently just revisited after her rework. So yeah, so let's see what we can get into. Enjoy, guys. But yeah, Nyx, what is she good at the moment? Well, obviously, I believe after the rework, she's incredibly good in the content at the moment. She can build herself overguard. She's got incredible survivability, and also paired with something like a Latron. Yeah, she's very underrated. I don't see many Nyx players. Oh, give me the headshot. Oh, give me the headshot. Now, the Latron is quite very enjoyable for me, actually. Coming from an FPS genre before. However, what I will say is you're going to have to get your trigger finger on. That's for sure, because the Latron is quite unforgiving on the old index finger. So yeah, we shall see what we get into.
Possess Exalizer located. Purge it and make it work for us. Exalizer spent.
Good deal of aggression heading our way.
So yes, Nyx is, as you just seen there. So Nyx's kit. We're using the augment for the chaos to constantly inflict the red crits, the plus 200% crit chance, and then we are using the Latron to basically hit over 300%. This is ribbonless. This is without a ribbon. So yeah, so I thought ribbons and things like that really don't show the honest picture of builds. So this is pure a crit build on the Latron. There we go. So we're going to use our second ability to armor strip, as we have more than enough strength for that. Where is she? There we go, we'll just two-shot the Acolyte there. So yeah, Nyx, in my opinion, is quite well after the rework. I believe her to be quite strong with a whole array of weapons at the moment. Yeah, she's incredibly good. And yeah, we're just cruising here through.
Hell-bent on one thing. Manifesting more nightmares.
Oh god. Oh my.
This cascade is growing out of control. Our enemy has abandoned valuable supplies. This is yours now. Extract yourself when you need to.
Let's not look too close.
Ah! Oh, actually, hold on. Let's say if you ever pop a Exalizer and you feel like you have to get out, you can just like leave the Exalizer when you pop one, for example, because the Thrax at the spawn will come for you, as you'll see, like that.
We're being attacked.
So here, look, I'm just gonna leave him. Go over here to this dude. God, I love the Latron, man. I love the AoE that this weapon has. Fine, we've got speed. Oh boy. Oh, okay. There we go. Let's get the Acolyte out.
Void contamination dropping.
Absolute beauty of the red quicksilver. Absolute beauty. Get nullifiers out of here. Who loves nullifiers? Not me. Oh.
We're under attack.
Yeah. So sometimes you actually don't even need to strip like the armor off the enemies. It's just good to maintain like your overguard. Because they all kind of chain between each other anyway. So oftentimes it's kind of unneeded. However, I like it. As you can see.
Hostiles.
Cascade receding.
Always find a Eximus to shoot rather than a normal enemy when it comes to your Incarnans. That goes for really any weapon. Because the Eximuses will pretty much guarantee to give you your full charge
Exilizer has been retired.
compared to other things.
Discovery might
So
interest
we're currently 21, well, about 20 minutes in to this run.
Hostiles.
And we're pretty comfy right now. You know, the Nyx build is very nice. I forget to actually early rotate to this zone because it's a bit of a pain in the arse, so it's miles away. However, I am quite impressed with Nyx and the rework. It only recently kind of come to me that I was like, oh, well, she could hold her own, and well, she definitely can. That's for sure.
critical levels. Your time is running out.
One shot, there we go. So here we have an Acolyte spawning. We've just killed a Thrax there, so we're going to move over this way. We're going to make sure we put our buff down. He just got absolutely one shot each. So yeah, so now we move on. The best thing about Nyx is the overguard for when relics pop in Cascades. And you can actually survive when you come out. Oh, another one. So we already know where next rotation is going to be. It's going to be right here. So we're just going to boop and be ready. So if you're on attack and you choose your role, which would have been attack, you know, you really want to predict where the next equalizers are. The only things you want to be really mindful of are too early rotation, especially in a public squad. You know, you definitely want to be ahead of the curve, but not too far ahead to where your team and everything like that are struggling to basically keep up, you know, and get their reactant and things like that. You know, it is a team game, so we are looking to be, you know, a good team player. You know, so we don't want to move too far ahead. Obviously solo, you can choose what you'd like. However, the equalizer spawns are a little, well, this tile set is the one I've been given is a little bit different than usual. So yeah, oh, ability range and the strength. Sadly, her passive is capped at a 200 amount, default amount, but the ability range is very nice right now for the third ability. There we go. Just gonna hang fire for a second, just wait. See what spawns. If anything spawns actually. Nothing spawning.
Cascade is growing out of control.
It's surprising with like no Archon shards, like what's happening right now. It's this is purely like a baseline build. Like there's nothing necessarily on this build at the moment that is too hard to get. Oh no. Dude just ruined everything right there. That's unlucky.
Just lost an equalizer to possession. Get it back. Equalizer has been retired. The void has manifested something other than a nightmare.
Alright, where is this? Oh my god. RNG. Oh, I don't know where he died, but he's dead. Alright guys, so that was the hour in the Void Cascade challenge for today, using Nyx and the Latron. We'll quickly show the builds off. So for Nyx, yep, I was right. I am using one casting speed shard, mainly because I just haven't decided what exactly I want to put in as Archon shards. It'd probably power strength or duration. I'm not actually sure yet, so we'll get to that at some point if we go further with this build. And then we are using this setup, which was only a 214 strength, which gave decent nourish buffs. And then the chaos, we was using double stretch, just because we was using chaos sphere, which basically blooms out your initial cast of your chaos, your third ability, and then over time it just shrinks and shrinks and shrinks, but as long as there are enemies and yourself is in the yellow ring, or the ring, whatever colour your energy is, you'll be getting the 200% buff. So we was just running primary direction, flow continuity as per usual. We was running streamline just for a bit of efficiency. I would swap this out in the coming future. I was actually only using one arcane, so as you can see this build can go somewhere, but yeah, it was mainly just testing the nourish with the viral added to that, and then we was just using molt augmented for the extra scaling during mission. The passive we're talking about here is Nyx gains 40% critical chance on primary and secondary weapons per confused enemy within affinity range up to 200%. So this stacks, so what you'll need to do is basically get 5 enemies and confuse them, which third ability, confusion, basically start attacking each other. But if they're in the yellow ring and they're in affinity range as well with you, then they will count. So that is where you can basically get insane crit chance up to 300+% crits, which is kind of a different level of crit, and yeah, it basically allows you to completely nuke the room. So yeah, that was the build for Nyx, and then the Latron, obviously running the Incarnon. So Incarnon phase 1, we was using the puncture multi-shot, riddled target, then we was using the extended volley, which is just magazine capacity, and then we was using critical parallel, which is crit chance and crit damage. So then the build for this is here. We was using galvanized chamber, aptitude, galvanized scope is usable for the headshots, however sometimes you are just running and gunning, so the crit chance is kind of meh, and to be honest this is rivenless. The Incarnon form already has 204, so if you add Nyx's crit chance onto that, yeah, you're hitting some nice crits, and this is all base mods. So we modded for corrosive, reason being is our nourish gave us viral, so it was viral, corrosive, and it gets innate heat. In Incarnon form, as you can see here, there's no heat mod, so yeah, we get an extra little bit of heat proc, not too bad. I mean, 10% of the time, not bad at all, with a 9.1x multiplier. We're obviously running crit delay, vital sense. With the element, we're using hunt munitions just for extra slash damage. You can change that out for maybe scope if you just wanted to boop boop and have 3 galvanized mod set up, or just straight serration, just increasing all that damage that it will do. So boom, see, we get the damage all up there. So, but I'm just going to leave my hunting munitions in for now. Actually, no Exilus mod, you can choose there what you'd like to run, and then primary merciless, just standard arcane. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I say, I'd love to do more of this content, and I hope you get some good feedback. Describe what mission types you would like, and possibly some frames, weapons, ideas for what could be used in these surviving. I guess this would be surviving 1 hour in Void Cascade. Obviously always going to be solo, so it can be any mission type in the game that can actually be endless. Like I say, this one was just a little 1 hour. I'm sure with this build I could have taken other builds to 2 hours solo. So yeah, and what I'll do is I'll edit them down so they're nice and comfortable, so you guys don't have to watch the full 2-hour run, but I'll just add in the highlights, like pretty much how you've watched this video. And yeah, and then at the end I'll explain the builds and the plans for the future or the next videos. So yeah, keep a lookout for a Nyx build guide in the future. Just doing some more testing with her at the moment, different helmets, abilities. There's quite a funny one with Hotshot at the moment with Nova. I actually might have a Banshee video coming out soon. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button, subscribe, and yeah, have a good rest of your day. Peace.